Hello everybody, welcome to a tutorial on how to get to level 120 Lineage 2 Revolutions in about 2 weeks. Now, obviously, 2 weeks is really only possible if you're putting money into the game. If you're playing free-to-play, you could realistically do it in about 3 to 4 weeks. One of the biggest points I'll make out though, if you're going to be a free-to-play player and you're trying to level as fast as possible, the most important thing that you need to take into consideration is being part of like an active clan that does fires. So, like in the clan hall, you have fires that you can do every day, depending on how active your clan is. And so you'll get wood, light the fire in the fireplace, and everyone in the clan hall will get experience. So, how that works is once you have your clan doing clan quests every day, you get wood, right? For those quests. And now when you're in alliance with two other clans, you can go to each other's clan halls to get you can share those fires, so to speak. And so let's actually go to the clan hall so I can kind of show you how this works. Because when I go to the fireplace, you're going to see some multipliers as far as how much experience you're going to be getting. So if I go to the fireplace, here you can see, so if we have 5 people hanging out at the clan hall, when we do start our fire, it increases the base experience by 300%. Now, if you notice, if you look from one increment to the next, it goes up by 50% up to 30 people. So the goal is to have 30 people between your alliance or your clan plus the other 2 clans from your total alliance. So you should have 3 clans total, right? So the goal is to always have over 30 players. The most we've had, I think, was over 50 or 60. We haven't hit the 70 mark. And that'll get easier over time once we all get higher level clans and we can have more players. All of our clans only have a max of 35 right now. And so to just pinpoint a time when we can have everyone actively in, we have not broken the 50 to 60 player mark, but it's still a lot of experience. Even at like in the level hundreds, we did we did like 80 minutes worth of fires. And we ended up getting 2 players from 118 to 120 within 80 minutes, and ended up getting, there were like some of the top 10 players on the servers to reach 120. So if I go to level, if I believe it was Caro and Valkyrin in our guild that we pushed to 120. And this guy Merlin was 119, and they were both 118, but because of fires, they were able to beat him into the top 10 for the title because of fires. So not only if you are putting money into the game, but also if you're free to play, those fires are a really big deal. So make sure you're taking advantage of them if at all possible. That's really it for clans in terms of experience. Let's move on to the next topic. There's so many different ways to get experience in this game. Let's just kind of take it one step at a time. Tower of Insolence, make sure you're doing this. I'm at Tower 59 right now. I'm pretty sure I can do 60, but I just don't want to do it in this video. But Tower of Insolence is actually an amazing way to get experience. Every floor gives you a decent amount, so always be pushing this as high as you can, as early as you can, because the sooner you get this as high as you can and you're auto clearing it every day, you're getting more rewards every day as long as you play this game. So this is huge to get early progression in. As far as the elite dungeon, we'll talk about that in a second. Trial of experience is easy to explain. It's a trial of experience. You're going to do it. It gives you a free experience. As soon as you're level 60, you should try and do this as soon as possible. It's not too bad. Just make sure you're doing the attack buff. You're getting those buffs as soon as they do spawn. And then as soon as you're level 100, you should jump into this as fast as possible too. Always be getting the blue or the red attack buff though for the attack speed or the increased attack power buff. It's going to help immensely. Eventually you'll be able to auto this and you'll be able to get triple S every time. But for the time being, make sure you're jumping to the attack buffs, and you should be able to get it. As a healer, you might have issues, and that's okay as long as you're doing it twice a day. If you're going to use gems on this, I refresh this like 1 or 2 times because it's like 100 crystals for your first recharge, and it's like 200 crystals for your second. And after that, it starts to get really expensive. I never went more than 2 times on this, so that's your call. It really depends how much you want to pay. So I'll leave that up to you. The Elite Dungeon. This is a big one. Now, even the little quests here actually give a decent amount of experience. So like I'm at the point where I'm doing all the quests and I don't even need experience. Like I'm still doing this. So I mean, make sure you take a look at these, especially if it's something easy, like just going in here and killing 75 monsters. You go in here to kill 75 bound portas. You know, it's not too bad, right? And the experience is respectable. Now, in the elite dungeons, these offer you something called hot time. This is, especially if you're a DPS, one of the best things you can do in terms of getting experience. Like, it really does not get better than this. One of the things I will describe to you, though, or explain, is that you need to be killing something that's close to your level for your hot time. This was a mistake that I made, as well as a bunch of other people made early on. And this is not just in hot time, but this is just in the world in general. So if I come in here and I attack, let's say this guy, level 112, it's within 10 levels of me. And so like I'm still going to get loot. The experience isn't terrible, 399 plus 900. But now if I go deeper into this dungeon, let's say I go to like the 120s, the experience gain is going to be way better if it's within 4 levels or so. You always want to be attacking something that's like really close to your level. So with these hot times, like that free half hour every day, you really have to take advantage of this as often as possible. Try never to miss this. I know that a half hour to play like your mobile game sometimes isn't the most convenient, but man, you can get some serious experience with this hot time, especially if you have, you're like a DPS in these dungeons and you're doing decent damage. So yeah, like if I'm attacking a level 120, the amount of experience that I'm going to get is a lot better than attacking like a 112, even like a 116. If I'm attacking a higher level, it's about the same. So I always want to be attacking something close to your level. But this one, this is going to be a good example because I'll have done almost all the damage to this by myself without anyone else interrupting me. And so once this dies, you'll be able to see, look at that, 900 plus 6.4k. That's a tremendous difference compared to what I did earlier, which was like 900 experience. So yeah, killing things closer to your level is a big deal. Now also with the experience, that I want to show one of the things with the experience. I should like move my webcam so you can't really see the experience gain right now. Okay. See, I'm gonna move my webcam over. See the experience, the numbers, the plus 76 and the plus 543. Ignore those numbers; they're lies. The only thing you should be paying attention to is the percent modifier. Sometimes the experience. My camera good? Our camera's good. The only thing you should really pay attention to is how much actual experience percent you're gaining when you're trying to figure out what's like the most optimal way to be grinding. Sometimes, man, I swear, like it's like you get. It looks like you're getting a lot of experience. Like if I go into I'll use a lower elite dungeon as an example because I actually used to grind. There was a few days in the first 2 weeks where I actually grinded in the lower level elite dungeons. Because I was like, oh my gosh, I'm getting like 250 some experience per kill on these lower elite dungeons. But it's like I wasn't paying attention to the percent of experience I was getting. It's like it says I'm getting like a bunch of experience, but my percent experience wasn't moving at all. And so it's just like it was a waste of time. Like I wasn't getting anything. And you could kill these monsters like super fast and it's just no benefit whatsoever. But it doesn't change the fact that you would still want to come in here and maybe do these quests. Like I still want to do this, but it's not like good experience at my level. I do it mainly for like the daily rewards. But yeah, like if I move my webcam again, oh crap, I didn't mean to do that. Moving the Bluestacks. Okay, if I move my webcam again, see how the experience I'm getting. That's not actually true experience though. My percent modifier is like not even moving. I could kill like 100 of these and I'm not going to get 0.01% experience. And so that's something important to note on your quest to leveling to 120 in this game. Always keep that in mind. So yeah, that's something I wish I would have known sooner. If I had known that sooner, I would have got to 120 way faster than I did. I probably would have gotten to 120 like a day or two earlier had I known that. I'm actually going to leave the elite dungeon though, because I still have 26 minutes hot time, and I want to take advantage of that for getting loot. Some people might be wondering, why do you do at level 120 with things? I'm going to make a separate video for that, because that's a very long-winded answer. And so if you're wondering what the game is like, what is my day like as a 120 in this game, I'll make a separate video for that within the next couple of days. So, but if you want that, if you want other videos too, please let me know in the comments. I'm like really indifferent on how many videos I'm gonna do for Lineage. I'm having a lot of fun with it, but I've been putting a lot of my time on Twitch because that's what I normally do. It's what I always do. But I'm down to make more YouTube videos if I get enough positive comments. And it's like, yeah, I do more YouTube videos. Okay, let's talk about one of the other big things. Looks like I have one done, is your quests. So You can do 12 quests a day. They have the grades of CBAS, R, and SR. SR being the highest, C being the lowest. You want to do, like, this is a really good example. I've got 2 B's and a C. This is a perfect opportunity to refresh. Boom. So I got an R and a name. You want to do at least a name. So I'm going to start this one, and I'm just going to let this B just sit there. And then once these ones are finished, I might get an R, I might get an A, I might get an S. I'll keep going with those. And you want to complete these until you get 12 completed. If you're putting a lot of money into this game and you're really serious, you can spend 160 gems when it says refresh to a highest grade. This basically gives you 3 Rs. Sometimes this might make sense if you're leveling and all your refreshes are expired and you still have like a BBC and you don't have a lot of gold. You can just spend crystals and you'll get 3 Rs. I mean, when you're like in the 110 like or higher, I mean, these quests will give you a significant amount. I mean, 112,000 experience. That's a lot of experience. So it's something to think about in terms of refreshing. 3 Rs, that's not bad. Weekly quests. These are super easy. Start. I saved some of these for you guys. Walk. Go now. I used to teleport all the time. I don't teleport anymore because Adena is so precious. So for the weekly quests, you get 10 of these per day, and they're basically quests that you do at around your level range, and they're usually pretty easy. Like sometimes you have to kill a unique monster, which might not be spawned. If the unique monster is not available, pretty easy. It's just grind around that area, killing mobs until that monster does spawn. Normally though, it's kill 24 of these, and then you just move on to the next quest. So make sure you're doing those because you also get rewards for completing your weekly quests. So if I go back to challenges, quests, there's one more that we'll talk about in terms of what really helps you with leveling. It's not even in there. It's actually in my inventory. Quest scrolls. I can't say this enough. This is one of the best ways to level right here, these guys. Now, 105 is the max level quest scroll. Even at endgame, at 10, I will tell you, at level 120, these are one of the best things you can farm in the field in terms of making money. I mean, every single one of these is giving you a lot of gold. So if I fulfill this, click OK, it's going to accept the quest. 21,000 Adena, almost 22,000. Experience is solid. I get some potions, which is great. And so these are super precious, and you can just farm them overnight. I'm not going to go to this quest because I still haven't finished this one. But I mean, the idea is when you're farming AFK overnight, especially when you're leveling, personally, I recommend to you guys to farm in the field overnight. Especially sometimes they do events in Lineage 2 Revolutions where they give you additional experience in the field in certain areas. When they have that, you really need to take advantage of it because that experience is phenomenal. Farming in the field also gives you a lot of the chance to get these quest scrolls. They'll drop C's, they'll drop B's, they'll drop A's. If you're unaware, if these scrolls are new to you, the way you take a C to a B is you just go to your workshop. And then you, once you have 5, you can convert 1. It's free. It doesn't cost any Adena, luckily. And then it makes a B. Take 5 Bs to make an A. And that's how I make mine. But yeah, farming in the field, you can get Maffer's protection. You can get all kinds of really good items. You can get upgrade stones. You can get enhanced scrolls. And they just randomly drop in the field as long as you're killing things that are close to your level. Which is another reason why you want to be killing things that aren't significantly lower. Like this is not one of those games where you go kill things that are like level 20, because you're not just your experience is gonna be bad, the loot's gonna be bad. So over here you notice the weekly quest has been complete, quest complete, blah blah blah, and let's go do one of the quest scrolls because we haven't done one of those yet, and these are so amazing. So every day with these quest scrolls, I already accepted it. That's right. With these quest scrolls, you can do, where is it? This one. I'm not going to teleport. I'm going to walk there. I should teleport because it's like a YouTube video, but like I honestly want to say too, this is one thing I want to note out to you guys, is that like this is an Adena tip, dude. Like 50 teleport scrolls for 250,000 Adena. Like it might not seem like that much when you're leveling up, especially if you're putting money into this game, and you might seem like you're always in a hurry. But man, like once you're level 120 and you're just trying to like make as much gold as you can, dude, those teleport scrolls, like I see like 700 meters and I'm like, yes, walk. Like the only time I ever teleport is when I know it's on like the other side of the world, or it doesn't even give me a distance. Otherwise I'm like never teleporting. So I would say walk. Like, just always be walking, unless you just are in a super big rush and you're trying to beat someone else to level 120. Because yeah, those teleportation scrolls are really expensive. 200,000 Adena is significant. It might not feel like it when you're leveling up, when you're new to the game, you don't really understand the value of it, but man. So I'm heading to this quest, and with these quests, I can do 5 of these per day, these A quest scrolls. And the way that it works is that once you complete your first 5, you can spend 50 gems to reset that, right? So if I go back into my inventory and I click on the scroll, it says reset counts, available count 5 out of 5. And so I haven't done any of mine yet for the day. So I'm going to do 5. It'll end up saying 0 out of 5. I'll reset counts. It'll go back to 5 out of 5 for 50 gems, and I can do 5 more. Now I'm only farming like somewhere between 10 and 15 ace scrolls overnight. So it's like I only have to reset it like one time. Unless I had more scrolls, because you can reset it 3 times per day, right? It's 50 gems, 100 gems, 150 gems. Now when you're leveling, this is completely different. At 120, it's a little bit different. Oh yeah, text message. When you're leveling, so consumable scroll, these ones, it's 30,000 for a 105 scroll. It's going to be a little less expensive when you're at lower levels. And then you have S scrolls for 200 crystals. So I'm not gonna lie to you. When I was leveling, I was buying, not every day, but there were several days when I would buy 10 of the S scrolls. Now this is depending on how much money you're willing to put in the Lineage 2 Revolutions, how seriously you're taking it. These quest scrolls do give you a lot of resources, more Adena, more potions, more soul shots for completion, and more experience. These ones, buying A scrolls is the best option when you're trying to get all of your quest scrolls completed, especially when you're leveling and you just get to that next tier and you haven't gotten any of those scroll drops. Like let's say you're like level 49 and then you get to 50 and then you're trying to do your quest scrolls, but you only have like level 40 quest scrolls, but you can buy level 50 quest scrolls from the shop. Even when you buy it outright with Adena, you're still getting a lot of Adena back from completing it. So you're not spending that much, but you're still spending Adena. So these 2 options here help you meet that 20 scroll limit per day, and that's assuming you're putting crystals into it. Obviously, if you're a free-to-play player, you're not going to be probably using that shop at all, and you're definitely not using crystals to refresh the counts on that. There was some research done, like if you were going to make the best for your crystals, if you did get some, where you put like $5 or $10 or not that much, but you still wanted to like use it to level up, what made the most sense. There was some research from the community, and it was the 200 crystals spent for refreshing your first half hour of hot time. Like, if anything that you could do, because you could spend 200 crystals on one level 105 S scroll. Like, that's not that good. All right, I'm going to mute this. And I mean, or you could spend 200 crystals on a half hour of hot time. I mean, not only is that extra loot, it could be extra proofs of blood if you're farming evil blood monsters, star stones, but also really good experience. So now as a healer, extra hot time, you might not see as seem as like an exciting of an option because you're not killing things as fast. But maybe if you're in a group and you have people to level up with, then it might be something that would be like a better idea on how to use your crystals. But yeah, if you're a DPS or if you have a group, you want to be spending at least 200 crystals on that extra half hour. So it would be an hour total of hot time. And that would be probably the most effective way to spend crystals. One tip around the hot time. Don't make the same mistake I did. I'm going to explain something to you very carefully. So now the reset for everything is at 3 a.m. Eastern. Make sure you have your hot time done. And if you are going to refresh your hot time, the extended amount of time that you extend it for does not go beyond the reset. There was one time I purchased an hour and a half of extra hot time, a half hour before the reset, and I thought that, it'll just give me an extra half hour for free after the reset on top of the half hour that I just purchased. And not only did it not do that, but the extra hour that I still had that I had purchased after the reset, it still had the hot time clock going, but the experience stopped going in terms of a bonus. So not only did I not get my free half hour per day of the day, but I also, what I purchased didn't work anymore. Now I don't know if that's just a crazy one-off experience at my own expense, or if that's just a bug, or if it's been fixed as of December 6th. I'm not sure, but just better to not even test that yourself, and just so avoid hot time extending beyond the reset and just get it done earlier in the day. Wanted to make sure I mentioned that in this video. All right, so we talked about quest scrolls, we talked about the experience dungeon, we talked about hot time. Oh, these guys right here. So potions. The game gives you a decent amount of these potions just through events. You get one of these for your daily login. Now, if you don't have any S potions, you'll end up using an Einhazad's Blessing. A really amazing source of experience in this game is using an S or an A potion and going into the extraction pit. So if I go back to dungeon, extraction pit, the herbs inside of here are actually insane experience, especially when you have one of those potions on, because it actually affects those, especially the S potion, 200%. The idea is to maximize your potions is you pop a potion right before you go into the extraction pit, and you do this right before reset if you can. I know 3 a.m. Eastern is not the most convenient time for everyone, but if you can make it work, this is a really good idea, because you can use one potion and you can do the extraction pit for day 1. After reset, you can use that same potion for day 2, and that way you get an awesome 40 herbs with the up to 200% experience bonus from one potion, rather than like using a potion then extraction pit, a potion then extraction pit for each day. So it's like every 2 days you have to use one potion. That way you just can make more. It's just more efficient to do it that way, especially if you're using the S ones. One other thing, if you don't have enough of the items or the S potions and you're wanting to try and get one, you can actually craft them. I'm pretty sure it's like 50 of the yellow flowers. I've actually never done that though. Let's see if I can like go into the workshop and try and do that. So if I go workshop, consumables, yeah, see, I've like never made one of these before. Yeah, so it's these guys right here. Now I could make like 3 of them, but I'm done leveling and done caring about that. I have so many herbs. I have to use these for these essences. How much is it per, by the way? Oh, it's not too bad. It's not too bad. Yeah, I've got a lot of herbs. I haven't really done anything with them yet. I have to make better use of it. So yeah, that's how you're going to make those potions if you want to make more of them. More ways for awesome experience. And see, I'm just rolling here. You know, I'm just rolling. I'm just getting more experience, more experience, more experience. I just completed another quest scroll. Just going to keep going with it. Fulfill request, keep going. See, it's 3 out of 5. I got 3 more times I can do this. I'm just going to walk. I'm just going to walk there. It's fine. I got my little chocobo Kukuran thing running around. It'll take me there in no time at all. I was trying to do this video with like no edits just to keep it as natural as possible because I just hate editing. What else can we do for experience in this game that I'm forgetting about? What else did I do? What was part of my daily regiment? What did I do? There's so many things to click on in this game. It's like I'm always just doing something different. Challenges, daily activities, achievements. Always make sure you're going into your achievements, claiming these. These will give you random experience bonuses as well. Achievements are actually really important for those who didn't know. If you go to the question mark right next to the achievements, look at all mini stats you can gain just from achievements. Random fact within the video. Monster Codex, that's self-explanatory. There's nothing really there for experience. Title, daily activities. Man, I think we hit everything. I think we hit everything, honestly. Like we did. We did just about everything there is to do. Oh, what am I talking about? I forgot about one of the biggest things. Clan. Oh my goodness. What am I doing with my life? Okay, so clan. This is a big one. Clan shop. All right, so here we are. These guys right here. So the greater experience. This is huge, right? This gives you, it says about 20%, like 500,000 experience. That's a lot of experience. This is like still like not like a super accurate number though. I don't honestly, sometimes I feel like it gives you like closer to 30%. It really depends on your level. So the greater experience, if you are in a clan, this is why donating is so important. So if you're donating, you need to be donating 75,000 Adena every day. Make sure you're donating max proofs of blood. So here it is. I just barely have enough. I have to use my hot time today and go farm so I can get more POBs. And that way you get guild coins, which you can use to purchase the daily greater experience. And then if you're really just trying to rush, then you can buy 10 of these per day too. You don't have to buy 10 of these. It really depends how fast you're trying to level, right? I bought all 10 of these like 4 or 5 days within the first 2 weeks. Otherwise, I just bought the daily greater experience. And I wanted. I've been trying to buy like this high grade soul box every week and kind of saving some of my points for what I wanted. But I've been using mine on like soul crystals. I might use mine on some of these other things too. It really depends. Really depends what you're after, what you're looking for. But yeah, these are huge sources of experience. So I mean, just from being in a clan, you've got greater experience, lesser experience, fires. I mean, you can get 3 to 4 levels a day just from being in an active clan in an alliance from the clan shop and the fires. So I mean, I really can't stress it more than I have that being in an active clan in this game is a really big deal. Like really big. So make sure you're doing that. Yeah, I don't think I got anything else in terms of experience in this game. I really don't. Skills, obviously make sure your skills are leveled up as high as possible. That way you're doing more damage, so your time to kill is as least as possible, or as low as possible. Gosh, I feel like I nailed everything. Eventually you'll get recess rewards depending on which character you're in. I always just take the experience when you're leveling. Runes, you're going to be at a point one day where you don't have to worry about the runes because it just costs so much. So just always take the experience, especially on your alts. Make sure you're taking advantage of events in this game. There's always new events that are going to be going on. That's the one fun thing about these mobile games is they usually have always have some kind of fun promotion to give you more rewards just from playing the game, which is pretty cool. It's pretty cool. It's not bad. It's always fun. And that's it. Like I would say, just make sure you're AFKing in a safe spot. You have enough health potions. If you're a user that depends on MP, make sure you have enough MP potions overnight. AFK leveling is huge. And if they have like a weekend thing, make sure you're AFKing in the right area in the field with the bonus. Cause I remember I AFK'd within I think it was after the first week they did it a weekend bonus for experience in certain zones. And I remember I came back to my character after I'd been AFK leveling in the field, and I like looked at my level. I was like, I think I gained 2 levels last night. When I was in the 90s, I gained like 2.5 levels in the field overnight with the experience bonus, and I couldn't even believe it. I was super confused, and I was like, what level was I at last night? Because this doesn't even make sense. How did I gain so much experience? And that was at the point when I finally understood that if I was grinding on mobs that were closer to my level, I was actually getting true experience that was beneficial for my level versus attacking something that's like 30 to 40 levels lower but died really fast. It looked like it was giving me a lot of experience, but it actually wasn't. And so once you're understanding that you have to kill things that are close to your level, and those are the ones that are actually giving you the correct amount of experience, you'll find that over the course of 2 weeks, if you just start this game right now, you'll level a lot faster if you're doing it the other way. So honestly, I think that's it. I think we hit everything in terms of the game right now on NA. If you're a new player, in terms of what you can do to level in this game, that's really all the tips that I have for you. That's what I did. It's not really anything different or special other than that. This game can be very enjoyable from a free-to-play perspective as well as a pay-to-play. So, I mean, if you're putting $30 to $100, I think you'll enjoy this game. If you're putting in $0 and you want to play it free-to-play, I think that you're going to enjoy this game too. We have a lot of players in my community as well as just in the community in general that enjoy this game with less than $1 spent. There's even players from the Korean servers that have played this game for almost a year, and they have 3 characters that are over 1 million CP, and they still haven't put any money into it, and they're enjoying it, and they're able to be competitive within their clan and alliance. So if you're worried that, I don't know if this game is for me, or this game is too pay to play, you can definitely play it without putting any money into it. So don't let other people's characters of high CP and fast levels scare you or put you off, because there are a lot of people that are taking this game very casually, but they're going to play it long term. So this game will be around for a long time. Excited to see where it goes. And I'm already looking forward to the next level cap. I think in NA, I'm like kind of predicting, I would say every 3 to 4 months, the max level will go up from 120 and then upwards. I think the next level cap in NA will be 180, just going based off the history of the Korean realm. So you will definitely get a chance to level up more. Also, don't forget about your alts. Your alts definitely help your main account out too. Every level that your alts have, you'll get an extra 0.01% total power. So, I mean, I'm not in any rush to get all my alts to max level, but eventually I will. But yeah, enough for rambling. That's really it. If you've been curious on what I'm using, how I'm using this clicky, like how am I clicking right now? How am I doing this? What are you playing on? I'm actually using Bluestacks. This is a video sponsored by Bluestacks, and it's been an awesome way to level up super fast in terms of just letting my game run AFK on the PC without having it crash or anything like that. I also play on tablets. But man, having it on Bluestacks has been a lifesaver because my devices can't charge as fast as this game drains my battery. So having Bluestacks as an option that I can use as well is really nice. I'm going to be making another video I have another video set up that I'll have linked in the comments as well as at the end of this video for you to click on if you want to get look how to get it set up, as well as another video on how to set up keybinds. I can actually use keybinds to activate my skills, potions, quests, toggle my auto, even moving like AWSD. Like if you're a keyboard fan, you'd rather do this and you'd rather not, have your finger on it. Like you could definitely do that with BlueStacks and it's super easy to set up. So I'll show you that in those videos. Otherwise, that's it. Please leave any comments that you'd like to say, any questions. Also, if you have any ideas for future videos, if we get a decent amount of likes, I'll definitely consider, possibly making Lineage videos on a regular basis. But at the very least, we are going to be streaming this game on Twitch, at least for the rest of the year, and we'll kind of go from there to see how long we enjoy this game. So that's all I got. Good luck leveling to 120. Don't give up. I know the last few levels take a while, and just be patient, and you'll get there. Appreciate it, guys. Take care. Good luck. Hey guys, be sure to click that subscribe now button. Thank you for watching this video. Also, check out these other videos down below if you want to see more awesome content. Always remember to feel free to check on our Twitch channel as well, twitch.tv/KoopaTroopa787 to see more content. I'm always there. If you have any questions, comments, ask in the video, or find me on Twitch. Like always, thanks guys for everything that you've done for me, and we'll see you next time.